What's going on, people? Today we got Yubel, level 40 farm. This pissed me off at the start, but it's actually pretty easy. You just gotta cheese her. Okay, I'm running mind scan, but you don't need to do that. Sick hand. Shocker. What a shocker of a hand. It's okay. We can roll with this. This is potentially one of the worst ways it could start off. I'm talking, this is bad. But as long as he doesn't have another tribute to the Doomed, we'll be fine. There's golden apples. I can play another monster, but I will not. If you do, you're gonna get wrecked by Lava Golem. So this was a clutch golden apples. Preventing that damage. Had this come through earlier, I would have been able to prevent the damage, and then you could see what his face downs were, but he's a douchebag, so what can you do? I will choose not to set my second golden apples. Thing about this deck is that it has a really big final combo. So you're probably gonna have to set your combo pieces. Okay, at this point, it's whatever. You can set your combo pieces, you can discard. It's up to you. Okay, I see that he has set 3 in the back row. So, Dark Hole and Tribute to the Doomed are out of the question. I'm just gonna set... Nah, I'm actually gonna discard my golden apples now. So, here are the threats, okay? Tribute to the Doomed, I think he runs either 2 or 3. Dark Hole and Yubel. Both the first and the second form are threats, but I'll show you how you can play around those if he ends up summoning them. Golden Apples is pretty much one of the best defensive cards for this farm. But if you don't have it, you know, use your brain. Think of something else that's defensive and can protect you. For example, Wall of Disruption would be fine. Widespread Ruin would also be fine. I have almost all the combo pieces here. This guy decides to tribute set his Yubel off. Okay, that interests me. Let me set that. Wow, this is actually one of the easier farms. Okay, looks like he's not going to give us any trouble here. Oh, Yubel summoning Yubel. What a shocker. But yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm going to pop my skills Trunade. It doesn't matter if he Providences this. Providence is the only card we're worried about, so if he chains it to your Hey Trunade, you're fine. Photon lead your mystical Cerberus out. Do not normal summon it out. Okay? And then from here, it's pretty simple. You might mess up on this, so be very careful. Your Blustering Winds go on anything that isn't your vassal. Actually, you could put on your vassal. Actually, no, don't put on your vassal. Because you might stuff your secret pass, and also, you might not get over 10,000 if you do that. So just put it on your Cerb, or if you have another monster that somehow survived all of this, put it on that. There you go, that's all there is to it. That I would say is one of the more fortunate farms, so let me go ahead and get into another one right away. We also have campaign bonus, so you shouldn't worry too much about prismatic or glossy points. But yeah, let's get into another one. And again, about the golden apples. Widespread Ruin works. Wall of Disruption works. If you don't have those either, well, you need to get some of them. Or you can just run... What I ran in the free-to-play version I tried to make is I just ran nothing but Legacy of Yatagarasu. Tried to draw them out. Again, don't get two monsters in the zones, you're gonna get lava golemed. He's got a dark hole here, that's fine. He only has 3 monsters that can attack you directly. And that's Mystic Tomato, 3 of them. That's all it is. So for a first time player facing this deck, it might be so confusing as to how to farm this, but after figuring out his entire deck list, it's pretty easy. I don't know if you know this, that all my monsters have 1400 defense. It's so that I can set them. Mystic Tomato can't get over them. I don't know why I didn't set my golden apples there, to be honest, but it's okay. Let's set this one to be safe now. Limit reverse, that's fine. What was I saying about the 1400 defense? Yeah. Mystic Tomato can't get over it. You keep it in defense, so his 0 attack monster that destroys your monster can't get over it. Because it doesn't destroy it. And once he goes Yubel Terror Incarnate, just don't summon any more monsters. We're in a pretty good spot here because I think he already has 2 Mystic Tomatoes in the grave. Yes, he does. I mean, you could set them if you want. It's not necessary. I have golden apples, so it'll be fine whether I set this or not. But it's gonna get discarded anyway, so might as well. That's literally all these monsters are here for. And don't worry about Yubel damaging herself with Yubel. Any of her Yubel forms, because they can't he/she, whatever. Doesn't take any battle damage from it. And that's also why... I don't know if I said this already. It's also why they're all 1400 defense. So that when Mystic Tomato attacks, they don't take battle damage. Okay, this seems to be the full combo right here. But let me just be edgy. And go until the final turn, so you know that everything's going to be alright. Pop golden apples here. They're gonna pop Providence, but that's also okay. That's okay because Incarnate's gonna pop, and that's the 3rd Mystic Tomato. Again, I could edit right here, but I'm gonna choose not to. Tribute to the Doom, that's fine. 3 Mystic Tomatoes are gone. This is one of the more brutal farms. I wish I had enough to go for a 3rd duel. Just to show you how consistent this really is. Okay, so I almost summoned that. No. We hate Trunade first. Always hate Trunade first. Before you do anything. Because, what's it called? Ultimate Providence can actually negate any of your spells, including your Photon Lead, and your entire combo is screwed if that happens. So again, Secret Pass, onto the Vassal, Blustering, onto the Cerberus, Union Attack, onto the Vassal. It's that easy. Enter your Battage phase. Get beefy. Get big. Send this one titty monster to the Shadow Realm. The more I think about the concept of Yubel, the more messed up it is, really. And those were some amazing drops from these farms. Really appreciate it. So when do I unlock Yubel, actually? Oh. That's not available until September 15. Sick meme. Anyways, here's a deck. Here's King's Knight, Elemental Hero Sparkman, and Cerberus. They all have 1400 defense. Cerberus is the only real necessary one here. There's also other monsters with 1400 defense. You just gotta search for them. It's better if they have no effects because they can't get negated by Ultimate Providence. Hey Trunade you can replace with whatever your favorite back row removal is. So I don't know, Cosmic Cyclone, Nobleman of Extermination, they all work. The only free-to-play one-for-one back row removal I know of is Spiritualism. But I wouldn't recommend this, even with Mind Scan, because if your Mind Scan is taken off, you could Spiritualism the wrong one. They can't negate this card's activation and effect. So they're going to chain Ultimate Providence to whatever it is that's going to threaten their back row, but they can't to Spiritualism. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you have, you know, any kind of one-for-one back row removal. If not, it's about time to pick one up. And again, these golden apples not really necessary. Wall of D, it's interchangeable. Widespread Ruin, I know, it's ultra rares and super rares from packs, but these are your best options. I'm actually gonna try to get you guys one more, just to show you how consistent this really is. So let me auto duel a couple of AIs here. And if you didn't know, doing rewards X3 while you're dueling the AIs does give you 3 times the amount of whatever the resource it is that you need to duel Yubel. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So don't mind this auto duel deck. It's really garbage. Just threw it together in like 2 seconds. Okay, we got 42. You only need 40 to duel Yubel. Let me make sure that I switch to the correct deck. There you go. I also want to make sure that all the possibilities of you getting screwed over are explained. So let me try to get all of that for you. See, this is a beast starting hand. There's almost no way you can fail with a starting hand like this. So yeah, let's go over these face downs. This is the card that we're playing around by, you know, just setting monsters. Because what it does is he can suicide into your monsters and then it destroys them. And here's the next part. Here's the only other problem, Ultimate Providence, which we solved with our back row removal. But yeah, pretty simple deck. I tried a bunch of things this morning, but this one is this one's the simplest and most consistent for me. Yeah, feel me. Okay, so we see in the back row he has Limit Reverse. This is what he uses to revive his Yubel if it's in the grave. And then he switches it into defense mode to get his next Yubel form out, but the second form doesn't really matter to us, you know, because it keeps destroying everything. It destroys all the monsters on the field, including his own. Or her own. Whatever. Then we got damage gate, which doesn't matter at all. Okay, here's Yubel. Whoops. Maybe I should have shown you guys animation. Whatever. Look at it on your own time, boys. I know you're into that. So he's gonna limit reverse here. For whatever reason that's interesting, that interests me. Ugh. Hey, stop treating your monsters. Just let your thing die so you can do the other thing. You almost have full combo here. Well, there you go. He's actually clogged, so he can't even get what's his face out. Can't even get the Yubel incarnate out. Technically, I could just go in right here, but just showing you that it can go all the way to the finish line. Okay? All the way to the finish line. All the way inside. So, skills Trunade. Always first. Always. Bait out the Providence. Photon lead. Always second. Photon lead, always second. So you make sure that you don't accidentally normal summon your Cerb. Secret pass, always third. Always. So that you don't, like, you know, accidentally blustering your vassal, even though you shouldn't be putting on that in the first place. And then you can't use Secret Pass after because it has to be on monsters with 1000 attack or less. There you go, double union. Onto the vassal, not the Cerb. I made that mistake once. I wanted to slap myself for it. Okay. Vassal's huge. There you go. Easy farm, easy life. If you like this video, be sure to leave me a like, but don't sub. Don't sub though. Okay? You got that? Do not subscribe. Alright, that's it. Have yourselves a good one. This is gunsblazing, signing out.
Smoking in silence, blazing like sirens. I can bring you out of the darkness into the fiery light.